Hi, this is Janis Meredith from JBMTHINKS Sports Parenting, JBMTHINKS.com. I'd like to talk to you for a few minutes today about what happens when your kids are done playing sports. My kids are finished. They played all the way from preschool through college, and we had many wonderful, exciting experiences. We had what I would call glory days, names in the paper, college offers, all the things that come with success in sports. There was a lot of glory days. But, as I watched them grow up, I began to ask myself, what's going to happen when those glory days are done? Because they are going to be done. Your kid's going to graduate. I've seen all three of my kids be done with college and done with organized, competition in as far as college sports goes. And then they're going to be done. And what's going to be left then? Because most of them are not going to the pros, let's face it. So what is your child going to have left after the glory days are done? And I would say to you that there's some very important things that you need to start thinking about now when your kids are little and younger, that these are the things that you want them to have when their glory days are over. The first one is self-discipline. This is something that your kid needs to learn, and sports is an awesome place to learn it, and it will carry with him through the rest of his life. I see all three of my kids now in their 20s, out living on their own, and self-discipline is what keeps them going, keeps them making money, keeps them working, keeps them exercising and eating healthy. So self-discipline. Second of all, you want your kids to have a good work ethic, which goes along with self-discipline, but sports is an amazing place to learn how to work because it's not always fun. And as much as we want to make it fun, and it should be fun and we should enjoy the sport, there's a work to it, and there's got to be a work ethic. And this work ethic that your child learns when he or she is playing sports will carry over into his adult life. So be sure that they're learning that work ethic. The second one is the third one, is unselfishness. And this is something that you learn from being a team player, you learn when you put the team's needs ahead of your own. And this is something that your child will benefit from later in life, whether it's in his family, in his marriage, in his workplace. Unselfishness is another thing that you want your kid to learn. The fourth thing that you want your child to come out of the sports experience, out of the glory days with, is a balanced perspective on life. Sports is not everything. It will never be everything, and it shouldn't be everything. So there's got to be a balance between working hard, having fun, enjoying life. Be sure that your child is learning that balance. The fifth thing that your child needs to come out of the glory days with is persistence. And this goes along with a good work ethic and with self-discipline. But I think persistence is another way of saying that your child is going to keep at and keep doing things and keep working at something even when it doesn't look like success is right there. Will he give up? Will he give in? And I tell you that this is an important characteristic to learn because they're going to be met head on whether when they graduate from college or whatever, when they're done with college and they're out working in the world with the persistence of looking for a job, of sticking out a hard job, working at relationships. These are things that persistence that is taught to them when they are young will carry over when they're older. And the last thing that I want to say to you, these 5 things: self-discipline, good work ethic, unselfishness, balanced perspective, and persistence. These are the things that your child wants you to get. It's great as a mom to have those press clippings. It's great to have those trophies, those things that you hang on the wall. I've got a scrapbook that I made for each of my kids, and it's got their newspaper clippings, it's got their awards, it's got all that stuff in there. And those are great and wonderful mementos to have. But honestly, they are not the things that's going to get your kid through the tough times in life when they're older. So be sure that you are focusing as a parent on these 5 things rather than, is my kid getting the recognition? Is he getting his name in the paper? Is he getting the recognition from the local news station? Those are the things that should be secondary. The most important thing is that these 5 characteristics are with you, with your child, when the glory days are over, because they are going to end. Sad to say, they do end. There are new days ahead, though, so don't despair. So that's just what I want to say to you this week. I really hope that you go out and you are a positive voice for change in the sports culture, and that you are part of the positive sports parenting tribe. So have a good week.